Hey family, it's your girl Lady D and I'm back with another video. Today it is a how-to. Today I will be showing you how I prepare my always tender fried cube steaks smothered in gravy. Come on into the kitchen and let's get it started. I can show you what I got going here. I got these 6 cube steaks that I'm going to prepare. First off, I'm going to start off by seasoning them. I'm going to use me a little Saison. And you can use it, really when you season your meat, you can use, if you got favorites, you use whatever seasonings you like. I just happen to like the Saison. And yes, I know my cube steaks, I have 6 of them, look a little dark, but they've been sitting in the refrigerator a few days. And you know how meat starts to look when it sits up for a minute. And I have a little complete seasoning I'm going to put on there as well. I know a lot of people tend to shy away from making cube steaks because they can be tough sometimes. But I'm going to show you today how to prepare them where they are not tough at all. Matter of fact, you can almost eat them with a spoon or just pick them up with your hand and bite it if you want to do it like that. I got a little coarse black pepper because I'm one of the ones I like to see my pepper in my food. Then I also have some Southwest 7 pepper seasoning. There's 7 different blends of seasonings mixed up in this pepper. Give it a good flavor. And got a little garlic powder, a little granulated garlic. I know it may look like it's over seasoned, but it's not. Nothing has too much salt in it anyway. And I'm going to use a little Lowry's seasoned salt. Okay, then I'm going to flip it. And season the other side. You always make sure you want to kind of season your meat well, because you want to be able to taste the seasonings in it. I'll just say you want to be able to eat it. How's that? Okay, I'm going to season the other side. And how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm sorry if you hear any noises. It may be the ice maker making ice, or I do have the gentleman outside putting up my new storm doors. So I hear him drilling and doing different things. Matter of fact, he just knocked, so I had to pause for a minute before I started taping. But you already know how it goes when you're trying to make a video. Sometimes it's not easy peasy. But what can you do? Okay, I'm seasoning the other side here. And I did rinse these off. You always want to kind of rinse your meat. You know, I know some people probably don't, but I prefer to rinse it because you never know what may have happened at the butcher or doing transport or whatever. They might have dropped the piece or something. So just to ease my mind, I kind of like to rinse my meat off. And I did that. And plus, it kind of helps the seasoning stick a little bit better. Okay, I got that all seasoned up. What I'm going to do now is get me a kind of shallow bowl here. I'm going to put me a little flour in there because I'm going to dredge my cube steaks in flour before I put them. I got my cast iron skillet here with just a little bit of oil, not a lot. I'll let you see how much I got. And I'm going to fry those up in that oil. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the stove on and get my oil heated up. Down kind of medium low. Let my oil start heating up. Put me a little flour in my bowl so I can dredge my cube steaks and get them fried up. And for most of my flouring, I do in a bag, but since these cube steaks are so, you know, tender and fragile, you don't want to put them down in a bag and chance that they may tear up on you. So I like to just do them in a shallow bowl. I know some people like to season their flour, but for this one I won't, because like I say, I am going to make a gravy with this, and I'm going to season that gravy. So I already seasoned the meat. Let that warm up a minute and come on back. Okay, family, it's been a few minutes. Now we want to test our oil to see if it's hot enough to start frying our cube steaks. Let's put a little flour in the oil and see if it sizzles, and it does. So I'd say it's ready. So now I'm going to dredge my cube steaks in my flour. Just get them good and coated. And I probably will do 2 at a time. Since my skillet isn't that big. Isn't really that large. I don't want to overcrowd my pan and alter the temperature of the oil. Then you won't get a good crust on your cube steak. That's what you're looking for, a nice crust on your cube steak. And if I overcrowd that pan, I won't get that, because I've been change the temperature of the oil. And I'll say 2. I'm going to do 2 at a time. Let those fry up for a minute, and then I'll flip them, and then we'll get the rest fried. Okay, guys, now our cube steaks have been frying for a few minutes. I'll say maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm going to check it and see if I think it's ready to be flipped, and I think so. What I'm looking for is a nice solid crust on the one side, and once I get that, I'll flip it and try to get that crust on the other side. And remember, we're not trying to cook these till they're done. All we want is that crust, because these are going to marinate in that gravy, which is going to tenderize them. So you're not trying to cook them till they're done. All you want is, like I said, a nice solid crust. And I'm going to let that cook on that side, and then we'll come back and finish up the rest. Okay, it's been a few more minutes. Let them cook on the other side. And I would say that they're crusted up pretty well on the other side. So I'm going to take them out. Set them on some napkins to drain a bit. And then I'm going to cook up the other 4 just the same way we did those. You see that nice crust that we got on there? That's what you want. Okay, I'm going to cook up these others, and then we'll be back with the next step. Okay, family, I'm back, and our cube steaks have fried. I have transferred them into another pan here. Got that nice crust on them like I told you we were looking for. And what I'm doing now is sauteing some onions in this oil. Getting them ready so I can make the gravy. Just want to get them a little soft here. And I'm going to transfer them over into the pan with the cube steaks. Okay, family, I'm back. I've sauteed my onions, and I've added them to the cube steak pan, along with some of the drippings from the bottom of the pan. And what I'm going to do now is add my gravy on top. And mind you, I have my oven preheating at 350, because these are going to go into the oven for about an hour. And what I'm doing now is I'm using the flour that I had left over from when I dredged the cube steaks. Give me about a 1/4 cup. Put it into me a large cup. Then I'm going to fill this up with warm water. Okay, I fill this cup up with warm water. I'm stirring it up real good, making sure to get all the lumps out. You don't want no lumpy flour. And then I also have an extra cup of water here on the side. And if you see something floating around in there, those are the seasonings that came off the cube steaks when we dredged them. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a few. I'm sorry I told you that they were here working on the doors. He's inside now doing that part. I got a little Worcestershire. I'm gonna sprinkle a little of that on top. Got me a little steak sauce here. I like to add that into my gravy. I'm gonna put that directly into the water and stir it up really good. It gives it a good flavor. Add just a little more seasoning, salt. Don't want no bland gravy. It's a nice made gravy mixture. Pour that into over the top of our cube steak. Add the additional water just in case it didn't cover it good, but I'd say that's going to be enough. You do want to get your cube steak submerged in the gravy. I'm going to put the top on there. I'll let you see it before. Let you see it before I put it in there, how much gravy we got. Cover up everything. Put the top on there, put that in the oven for 1 hour, and then I'll be back. 350 preheated. Okay, family, I'm back now. Just took our pan out of the oven with our cube steaks in it. I'll see what they're looking like for you. They've been baking about an hour and 10 minutes. In 350-degree oven. Let me grab one for you. Okay, and you can see how tender they are. Like that one already look like it's wanting to fall apart. Look at that. Oh, let me get this. Kind of hot. Let me get some to show you how tender it is. And that's what you want your cube steak to do. It's hot. See that? That's what you want from a cube steak. So, cube steak 101. Well, I'll say tender cube steak 101. Delicious. Well, thank you guys for checking out this video. Checking out how I make my always tender cube steak. Please like it. Share it out with your friends and your family. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're not already a family member. I love to have you. Remember, you're always welcome here at Lady D's. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next upload comes, with whether it be more how-tos on cooking or more recipes, or if I'm doing a mukbang or showing you some winning lottery numbers. Make sure you have that bell on and you won't miss a thing. Till next time, next video, thank you so much. I love you all. Bye-bye.